get started with Ty Shot Cunningham.
Hey, what's up, Ty? How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. When you look at just tonight's game, obviously they went on those 2 runs in the second half. Where did you kind of see the let up happen for you guys during those moments?
I mean, that run kind of started with Galloway's 3 in the corner. I fouled him for him to go up, and he just kind of rolled on from there. I think they just were hitting shots, and we had a couple bad possessions with turnovers and things like that. But all stuff we can clean up. We just gotta watch the film, see where we can get better at. But I just got to be better defensively. I've been awful these last 2 games, so I got to improve on that side of the ball.
James Ham.
Hey, Ty, it seems that you're offensively, though, you were very good again, and you just seem to be fitting seamlessly into the NBA. Is there any surprise for yourself that it's worked out so well so quickly?
Nah, not at all. I haven't played since early March. I've been working on my game for a long time, just building confidence through that, and I put the work in for it. So no, it's no surprise. But I obviously got a lot of areas to still improve on. So just trying to get better every day. I feel like I've gotten better, as the games have went on. Going back to preseason. So it's not much of a surprise.
Matt George.
Tyrese, can you give us a little bit of the insight to your growing confidence as a rookie, second straight night playing Devin Booker, Chris Paul, you've already played CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, and many other guys, just that sense of, okay, yes, I absolutely do belong here in the NBA, matching up with those guys and holding your own?
Yeah, I think the game that, kind of was, my epiphany was game 1 against Portland. We got out there. I was like amazed at being on the court with some of the guys, like Melo and CJ and Dame. Like it was like crazy. So I really I was playing kind of, game 1 dating back to that. I was playing scary. Like I was just super nervous. I talked to you guys about that after game 2 about how nervous I was game 1. So, but as the game went on and as we got to game 2 and game 3 from there. I just, felt like I belonged. My whole life, I've just wanted to be the best version of myself. And, obviously as a kid, I've always wanted to be, the best player in the world. And those are obviously my aspirations. So, to do that, I can't come out here and be, nervous or timid or, surprised anymore. I'm here. I've had all the time in the world throughout this pandemic that's going on to really process what I'm what's about to happen. And on every game basis it is like that where I see a guy and it's like, man, I grew up watching him, but now I got to compete with him. They put their pants on just like me. So obviously with Phoenix it was CP and D Book and growing up watching those guys. So it's like that on a nightly basis.
Jason Jones.
Hey, Tyrese.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Just in those stretches in the second half when it seemed like the offense got a little stagnant, what type of things can you guys do to maybe to cut down on the turnovers and get yourselves back into a flow?
That's a good question. I felt like a lot of our turnovers were aggressive mistakes, and that's all you can ask for. Guys being aggressive, trying to make plays and turn it over. If you're going to turn it over, that's how you would like to. You never like to, but I guess that's trying to look at a glass half full. But I felt like they were aggressive mistakes, and it's something that we can easily fix. Just being tighter with the ball and other things. So a lot of the run was us having turnovers leading to easy baskets for them. So we clean that up. That run looks a little different. If we score a couple times, these possessions look a little different. So it's a long game, but it's the little things that really make the difference. So take it how it is, and like I keep saying, you guys just dive into film and fix it for game 4.
Tony Harvey.
Yeah, Tyrese, I like the way you broke down that last question. Specifically, Mikhail Bridges and Cameron Johnson, they got off tonight. If you look back on that, how would you break it down to contain them if you had to do it all over?
Yeah, I felt like they were comfortable, shooting shots that were comfortable for them. I felt like we could have been better on obviously both of them. They both had, great games, and, kudos to them on a good game. But, I felt like we just could have made it harder on them for some buckets. I felt like, at times we might have, been really locked in on CP and D Book and, Aiden. That's what it turned to, and those guys had to make plays. So, kudos to them, but we obviously could be a lot better defensively, and we've shown that before. And I think we just had a lapse today, and we just got to be better next game, and as the season goes on.
Jason Anderson.
Hey, Ty, we hear a lot of young players talk about how the game slows down for them at some point, whether that's later in their first season or their second or third season. For you, can you talk a little bit about the speed of the game around you and whether it still feels like there's room for it to kind of slow down for you mentally, or you feel like you're already there up to that speed?
No, I'll never say that I don't know if I'll ever tell you, like, throughout this year or next year that I'm there. I feel like there's another way to go to where I can be a couple plays ahead of it. I think that's what the best players do, and that's who the best players are. They're always a couple plays ahead. And right now I might be one, but I want to be 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's definitely room to improve there. But things are definitely slowing down from game one. I'm not kidding you when I tell you game one, like against Portland, felt like it was going 100 miles an hour, and I couldn't hear any of the sets, and I had no idea what was going on half the time. But things are starting to slow down. I know what's going on at all times. I know, my spots and where I'm trying to get to, and I'm figuring that out as time goes on. So it's definitely slowing down on an every game basis. I'm feeling more comfortable on an every game basis, and I think you guys can see that. So just keep going on it every day.
All right, we'll do our last one, Matt George.
Tyrese, you've been very open talking about Corey Joseph, kind of taking you under his wing. And for the first 2 games, he was the first one off the bench. Tonight's game, you both off the bench first at the same time. What has he meant to you as a mentor so far? How much have you learned from him already just early on? And how impressed have you been by his contributions that he's been making in these first 3 games?
Yeah, answer the last part of your question about how impressed I am. Of course, been doing this a long time. I remember watching him back, in Toronto. When they had that team, and that's who Corey is. That's why he's that's why he's been in the league so long, and why he has only missed the playoffs once in his career. So Corey is obviously a really great player, and he's been good for me in the sense of staying aggressive, staying locked into the scouting report, just talking on the bench. If we see a mistake, like talking to him, like what was he supposed to do? Just being able to ask him questions about what we both see, and he's always got answers for me. There's no dumb questions when it comes to us. I feel like I can ask him anything, and I'll get a straight answer back from him. But it's just been big to have him with me. I just feel like I'm always just wanting to improve, and I feel like he stays on me. When I have a good game or a bad game, to just where I can be better and what plays I can be better. He got on me today about the fouling at 1 and the 3. Just being on me at all times has really helped me improve on a game-to-game and a day-to-day basis. And, it's a great vet for me to have.